Welcome to Coaching with Jess, and I was watching some decluttering videos. Dana K. White is one of the main decluttering guru ladies that I follow, and I was inspired to clean out a few things. This is going to sound strange. I was inspired to clean out my folder of my cat's veterinary records, and my cat passed away in 2020. I was inspired to clean out a graphing calculator, and I was inspired to switch up a basket that I've got. And I have a feeling that shifting those things along is going to help improve life. And before doing that, I think it might be helpful to clear off my dining room table. So we'll add that to the list. So follow me, and we will take care of these things together. So we're going to start with the dining room table. We've got a couple of major topics here. We've got a sweater that goes up on a hook. We've got our purse that lives on our chair by the front door. We've got our glasses case that lives in the purse that goes on the chair by the front door. We've got two CVS receipts. I think they're both CVS. Oh, one is Publix. Sorry, I'm sure everybody can relate to those. And we have a receipt sort of box that way. Mail. And junk mail is actually my favorite because it supports the mail, supports the post office, and I get to go through it and shred it. So we'll do that together. And then my Halloween decoration that lives on my front door, and we're going to replace that with a Christmas decoration since it is currently November. And so that has a home, and we'll go switch that out soon. So let's take care of business together. So first, we're going to do the easy one. We're going to put the sweater away. So I just put the sweater on the hook next to its black counterpart. I put this up a while ago. I had a whole other home for it right over here on these hooks. That actually worked way better, but I don't really like the idea of having that clutter spot, so I moved it to behind the bathroom. All right, next item. Next, we're going to just put the glasses away in our purse. Can I do this one-handed? Where's the bag? Here it is. I'm going to zip that up, and I'm going to put that where it belongs. All right, this is my main home for my purse. That way every day I can just gather up my stuff to go to work and head out the door. And that's usually where that lives. Next easy item, receipts. So the receipts are going to work a little bit differently. The CVS receipts, as we know, you can make curtains out of them. So we're going to cut off the coupon portion of the receipt, and then we're going to take the receipts and put them in the receipt box. Okay, so we are back to the fun piece of mail, the World Wildlife thing. So I went through it. This part has my address on it, so we're going to shred that. This is a very generic hello supporter that I can recycle. This is very generic stuff. Sometimes there's bookmarks, sometimes there's things to do, but there's nothing like that this time. There's no petitions, no nothing. So I can just recycle these two. So this pile will actually go here, and this will get shredded. This guy, this is what they're saying. If you give to our thing, you get 2 of these bags. Well, in this case, I actually don't need these bags, so I'm not going to donate this time around, and I'm okay with that. I've given to them before. All right, so I'm going to go add these to the 3 trash receptacles that I just talked about, and we'll be back. Okay, so this is an important step to acknowledge for the moment. This is part of Dana K. White's No Mess Decluttering Method, where we have cleaned out the mail, the sweater, the decoration, the receipts, and our purse, and this is now clean. If we decide that we don't want to approach the other areas that we were going to do, we are no worse than we were off. We're still better than we were off before. So what I'm going to do now is check some of these sections of what I was looking for and see if there's anything else to work on. Okay, so one of our tasks was in the bathroom. It is this straw basket that was a gift from a family friend. What I've got in here is, so that's perfume on the right, the next roll of toilet paper, and this is actually a container for feminine supplies, so that it's closer to you if you realize you need something. That was not the problem. Let me show you the problem. The problem is this basket. This is my politics basket. So I've got postcards for voting things. I run a drinking group, so I've got name tags, I've got more postcards, and I have 1 million buttons for drinking liberally. Well, that usually lives on a little bookcase behind me and ends up looking like a disaster. So what I thought was, well, why don't I try to switch this out with the bathroom thing? And I think that's a slightly bigger container, and it's open, because I've been trying to figure out how to make it so that these things are like I can just reach in and grab them without being a problem. And yeah, this is real life. This is my bedroom. These were my pajamas. This is my bed. This is where stuff happens. And what I was trying to do with this is see how fast I could do it and if it was going to take a lot of mental struggle. Remember, this was the second item that I was trying to tackle. The first was actually the cat folder of vet records. That's thicker than I remembered it being. So I'm going to see how much energy I have left and if I can do all of this. So we're going to switch out the containers real quick and see if that is easy. Back again. So far, this is looking pretty nice. In fact, this container got to be a little bit more accessible. That fits all of that. I don't see anything wrong with that. And I quickly used a rag and dusted everything off on the top, dusted the container off. So this is no worse for wear. Now let's go tackle the other container. Right, so I just dusted out the container and we're gonna see how these things fit now. The biggest thing is probably to fit the buttons. So we're gonna see what it looks like when all of the buttons are in here. Not bad. And then it looks like we can also fit name tags. Okay, and then it looks like we can't really fit the postcards very easily, but is that really a problem? And then these postcards are pretty. I might actually just put these postcards in with my regular postcard bin. And then there's one for Emily Rodriguez, who is running for office in Florida. So I think what I might do is donate the Emily Rodriguez button, because I'm not actually a button person anymore. I used to be in college, but so this is just about done, and I can put it back on the bookshelf, which that's the bookshelf that it lives on. And I don't think I'm much worse for wear. Ideally, this stuff would be a little hidden, but it really does need to be like able to just be scooped up and taken to my Thursday night groups. So what do I have to do? I have to put this on the shelf, put this where the postcards live, stick this in here somehow. I'll clean this up a little bit, maybe deflate some air out of this thing, and donate bin. This will go in here. This will go where cleaning rags go. This will go where postcards go. And then that project will be done. And when I say done, I mean we're going to see if that works aesthetically, if it works practically. Maybe this basket should be used for something else, and if I like it. And I have to remind myself, if I don't like it, I can always change it. So give me a minute to put that away, and then we'll go back to working on the cat folder. So that actually holds up quite nicely. I stuffed the postcards, I stuffed the buttons. These postcards, I realized, have an actual date on them, and it's not always November the 5th that we're voting. So I'm going to go recycle those, and I'm going to go put the button for Emily Rodriguez in the donation bin. Okay, so I finished that step. The container's put away, the stuff is in the recycling bin, and the thing to donate is in my donation basket, which is right next to the trash containers. And my bed, the reason I'm showing you this now is because the bed is pretty much back to normal. So I'm going to take the cat folder out to the dining room table with me, and we can go through that together and see if I can just recycle all of that paperwork. I think there's one sheet that I wanted to keep as a memento, and that's about it. But what's nice about this is after doing 2 or 3 projects, the bed is still no worse for wear, ready to use again. So we're going to continue today's video with working on the cat folder. I had to actually record this the next day because my phone had died and I was super tired, so I let both of us recharge, and now we're back to this last thing. So I think the main idea in this is I flipped through it really quick, and I wanted to keep the original document that had my cat's picture on it and the thing that said welcome to our vet. And I have a folder in my cabinet that is for noteworthy items, so I thought I would keep that, and I also still have some sentimental items. And then everything else I think I'm going to go ahead and recycle, and this will free up some space on my my bookshelf in the bedroom, which I was showing yesterday. Thank you so much for being with me along this journey. And to recap, so we started with, in fact, I'll just pull it back to myself real quick. So to recap, we were going to go through, I think it was 3 things, and I couldn't actually find the graphing calculator, so we're going to skip that search for now. I either already donated it or I haven't found it yet, but we did reorganize the thing in the bathroom, we reorganized the thing on the shelf, and now we're getting to the cat folder. And as usual, in the meantime, I've started a load of laundry, went grocery shopping, so whatever, even if you get distracted and take care of other things on the way to what you're actually trying to take care of, it's still progress. This is going to seem like a tiny little folder of stuff, but I know that it's actually quite a bulky folder. It's getting rid of paper, and it's clearing up what's on my shelf so that I can get a better sense of what I want that shelf to be. So thanks for being with me while I did this, and I hope this is helpful to you. I wanted to go over how I transitioned from the end of the tasks into my night. So the task that I ended with was decluttering the notebook of receipts from my cat's medical history. And I I packed all that stuff together. I have it by my shredding bin. And I was like sitting down on my couch, and I realized, okay, I've got this load of laundry to finish. I've got dishes to wash. And at the time I had all the paperwork from the cat to clear up. And I was like, I just want to go to bed. But I thought, I don't want to wake up Monday and have this still to do because I want to move forward with my week. So I was like, all right, let me do this. Let me go ahead and take my dishes into the kitchen, and I did that. And then I took a look at the table, and I said, okay, I know I want to keep this one sheet from the cat. Let me take everything else. Let me put it over by the shredder, and then let me go ahead and do the dishes up. There weren't that many dishes. And then I was like, okay, let me go ahead and take the clothes into fold. Let me go ahead and feed the turtle. And I kept like looking back and forth between the table where I had saved the one sheet for my cat and the pile, and I was like, you know, I'd really like the sheet that had the name of my ex-boyfriend, because we really did a good job parenting our cat and making good medical decisions for her. So that's fine. I will pull out that sheet when I'm reviewing the pile and put it with the other things. So I will have saved 2 sheets out of a whole pile of paperwork, and then I can shred the rest and recycle the folder. And I went ahead and folded the laundry and put the laundry away, and then pulled out the clothes to do tomorrow morning and put them next to the washing machine. So I am ending my week with a pretty clean house. And my thinking was, let me do myself this favor and end with a clean house. And it just took, I had to do it one step at a time. I didn't want to do any of this. So thanks for watching. This is Coaching with Jess, and follow me for more tips on how to maintain a life when you just don't want to. Thanks.